Hi, my name is Maria, and today I will be talking back about her claim. So she claimed that abortion is against religion, but then again, not a lot of Americans are religion. It's not fair to make Americans not abort because of a certain religion. Let's see. And people who believe abortion is murder are religious affiliated. About half of Americans, 49%, say that having an abortion is morally wrong, while 15% think it is morally acceptable, and 23% say it is not a moral issue. These views differ by religion affiliation, while 75% of white evangelical Protestants say having an abortion is morally wrong. 25% of religiously unaffiliated people say so. So, because she is talking about religion, she is basically going on what is morally right and what is morally wrong. But wouldn't it also be morally wrong to force a woman to have a pregnancy she does not want? Also, when she said about, she mentioned that in 22 studies on women had psychological problems. I think that is a very small number to conclude that all women have psychological problems. And I actually researched and say that most women who have had an abortion do not regret terminating their pregnancies. And it says its conclusions come after a 3-year research period in which nearly 670 women were regularly surveyed on the subject on their abortions. The sample group was diverse with regards to standard social metrics, race, education, and employment, and matter of what the study calls pregnancy and abortion circumstances. Financial considerations were given as the reason for an abortion by 40% of women. 36% had decided it was not the right time. 26% of women found the decision very somewhat easy. 53% found it was very or somewhat difficult. Yes, I'm pretty sure that everyone can agree that having a pregnancy is going to be a little hard because you're terminating a life for some people, but women shouldn't be forced to have an abortion. I mean, women should be allowed to have an abortion if that's what they want. It doesn't matter what religious say or the Bible says about abortion. Also, if so basically, if you believe in the Bible, you believe that life begins at the moment of conception. Well, wouldn't also abortion, if abortion is murder, wouldn't vitro fertilization be murder? Vitro fertilization is a process by which an egg is fertilized by sperm outside the body. So basically, human life occurs at conception, but fertilized eggs used for the vitro fertilized are also human lives, and those not implemented are routinely thrown away. So this would also be considered murder, but I don't see anyone really mentioning how this is a murder. What's the time? 2 minutes. Also, women shouldn't be punished for having, basically, she's saying that women should be responsible before having sex. Well, women shouldn't be punished to have children, because basically you're saying that, okay, you had sex, you were responsible, therefore it is not your responsibility to have a child. But motherhood shouldn't be a punishment, it should be a blessing. So, that being said, on the point where she said that women have depression and stuff and anxiety, yes, it is true. Women do have anxiety and depression, but these are the consequences they actually understand. Planned Parenthood is not gonna force you to have an abortion immediately. They go through every process. They go through counseling. They give you other methods before actually giving you an abortion. And most women are not depressed after having an abortion. According to WebMD, in 2008 found out that month that 80% of women were not depressed after having an abortion. In fact, the rate of depression is the post-abortion group was equal to the rate of depression in the general population. As for post-traumatic stress symptoms, the rate was 1% in the post-abortion group compared with an estimated 11% in the women in the same age in the general population. So, that being said, abortion, because of religious, shouldn't really affect, like, if someone chooses to have an abortion or not, because if they don't believe in any religion, why should they be forced to do that? And